Hello and welcome to BWAP SSCAI Tournament 2012. You are watching a game of Brood War. That's a game from Blizzard Entertainment from 1998, and this is a really special game because it's not humans you are competing in this tournament. Instead, those are computers. Those are AI bots which are created from different students around the globe who battle it out and want to see who programmer did the best job in making them. It's a tournament which was first held in 2011 and it's still ongoing. The tournament for 2013 will start in December, but there are already bots online and competing 24/7 on the site which is on the upper left side of the screen. Those are those are fun games, not for score. The real tournament begins in in December, and now it's just for debugging and just watching how good the prototypes of the bots are. But this game is from 2012. The tournament is already finished. It's the semifinals between Marian Devecka and Wang et al. Et al means and others, so he's the lead author, but there were several people working on this project because it's a lot of work. I'm programming for myself a bot for the tournament 2013, and yeah, it's really messy and really complicated because the game is so complex and it's not turn-based, it's real-time, and there are many difficulties and obstacles to overcome to get the bot running as you want to. And yeah, but now concentrate on the players in this game. Marian Devecka is from sweet Slovakia, and the bot she's programmed is named KillerBot, and she programmed it in C++. There's also a way of writing a bot in Java, but Wang et al. Also used the C++ client bridge to get the bot running. Wang et al. Is from Japan, sorry, I have to read that because it's so complicated. Ritsumeikan University in Kyoto, and the main AI methods he used were Monte Carlo planning for the micro of the units. Micro means the part of the game where you have those units and when they engage, how they move, and and the more effective, the better for the player. And Monte Carlo means that you shoot a lot of assumptions into a field, and when it's good you count the good parts, and if it's bad you count the bad parts, and you try to get as many good shots as possible. It helps, but if you want to really learn something about it, just look it up. It's not that difficult. I really don't know how he implemented it for the micro. Would be very interesting, but I don't have access to that. But there's a lot going on in the game, so I should probably talk about that. Wang built a very fast command center and a bunker for the defense, so the circlings were reflected for Marian Devecka. He now is working on his academy to get the comset stations for his command center so he can detect enemy lurkers, which are on the way, as we can see. The lair for Marian Devecka is nearly finished. She's also on 2 base and starts the lurker upgrade right away. The lurker are morphed from Hydralisks and can burrow and attack with, if there is no detection, they cannot be attacked, which is very good for them. But the timing for the comsat stations which provide detection is very good. You can see it's halfway done and the lurker upgrade is about a third done. So far very passive. The first pressure from Marian Devecka with the circlings was reflected. Now she has a scouting circling in front of Wang Se's base, which is very great because now she can see as soon as Wang Se moves out of his base. But as we can see, he has no intention to do so. He is starting his first factory with add-on and just tries to get his economy going. We can see the first Hydralisks being produced. They will be morphed to lurkers, no question. And we speed it up a little bit and can see there are more factories on the way. Siege mod is halfway through, and also an engineering bay, which is very important for missile turrets, which are static defense, which detect in a radius of 7 tiles. Tile is about this big. And there is a missile turret. There are even 2 missile turrets. I guess he knew that this attack would come. And now we can see the burrow on the lurkers. They take out a few siege tanks, but the scan is good. The missile turret from behind detects the moving lurkers, and it's pretty well deflected. Marian Devecka tries to push in, but that is destined to fail. So there's a full out retreat from Marian Devecka, and Wang Se holds. But in the meantime, Marian Devecka expanded another time, so now she's 1 base up and has a pretty okay worker count, but the Terran has also many workers. I guess those are a lot more. And so the economy advantage goes to Wang Se, so he has just to hold. Still, that's an odd placement for a refinery, but we don't have time for that. Now we see that the siege tanks from the high ground do massive damage to the incoming forces from Marian Devecka. The Terran missile turret detects the close lurkers. This one is sneaky, but it can't attack anything, and as soon as it unburrows, the siege tanks will quick work of it, will make quick work. So another retreat. The supply is 60 to 80, so good lead for the Terran player from Kyoto. Goliath thrusters Goliath rockets are on the way, which give +3 range to the attack of the Goliaths. He has a little pathing problem because he sieges his tanks on the ramp, so the other units can't pass them. Should solve that in a bit. So on Marian Devecka's side, she's droning up. Third base is running. There's a scouting SCV from Wang Se who looks for bases. This refinery is just, yeah, it's a little bit messy, as I said, so some bugs can happen. Something went wrong in the code and he thought it was a good idea to build a refinery way across the map. It's on the way. And the circlings come to put an end to the scouting SCV. Oh, there's a very forward starport under construction. In the meantime, Wang is up to 5 factories, which means he can produce a lot of units. Yeah, that won't finish unless... So there's a lot of units streaming across the map, as you can see here. So, oh, there's a scan, but he can't take down the lurker. And, oh, this tank as well goes down. So now he's streaming in with the circlings, but the siege tanks, whoa, off from the high ground are making this a bloodbath. Lurkers have to burrow far away from the missile turret, and still the long range from the siege tank really holding strong. So another retreat, and now it looks very grim at 83 supply to 105. Oh, those tanks are a little bit too far forward. With nothing to detect those lurkers, those 2 tanks get demolished. Another basis for Marian Devecka, but also the 3rd base for Wang. Oh, this lurker is a little bit lazy. Yeah, they moves and burrows. Mostly lurkers, but siege tanks very good against lurkers. Wang is also... Oh, and there is another attack. Goliath's not the strongest units against circling lurker, but with the backup of the tanks, yeah, that should be no problem. Does he have scans left? Yeah, there's 1 scan he used. And now he's out of scans. Marian Devecka could abuse that, but she doesn't seem to notice. It's hard to... It's impossible to know if the Terran player has scans or not. You can just guess it when you count the number of scans he used. But still very difficult. So now the big army from Wang is moving around the map. A lot of tanks, a lot of Goliaths. Yeah, it's a full move out over the map. There are more Goliaths and more Goliaths. And it seems very grim. About a 20 supply difference, which is not too big, but this Terran army is just too strong. There's no more powerful ground unit than the siege tank. Debatable, but in my opinion. And now he's going for the base on 11 o'clock. Siege is up, and also positioning some Goliaths here, don't know why. Tries to get reinforcements on the way or something. The space is dead, and yeah, it was really nice from... Now this refinery makes sense. And yeah, he's just pushing forward with his massive advantage. He just had a really nice defense with nice timings. Nearly an unbreakable position, and Marian Devecka couldn't adjust to the play of Wang. So the win goes to Japan, as it looks like. So there's no contest now. It's just looking. The Terran bot is looking for the buildings, because he wins the game when all Zerg buildings are killed. And I'm just going through it very quick. Here's the army of Marian Devecka. We will see what happens when they collide. there's science vessels who give permanent detection, so he doesn't need to scan that often. And yeah, the siege tanks clear the lurkers from the far, and they don't even respawn anymore. Ah, now they respawn. But yeah, so I guess this is the last building, and boom, Wang is victorious. And that was the semi-final, and I will be back soon with more videos from the SSCAI tournament 2012. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out the tournament homepage in the upper left corner. We need all the support we can get. Have a nice day. Bye bye.